Hello, 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 good people. How are y'all doing today? I am officially going to give you guys my Power Girl review. I know it's the end of the month. She's been out. She's been able to gather her fragments, her shards, however you want to look at it, for quite some time. Being a free-to-play player, I'm doing all this stuff gradually. But now that I have her at Legendary 4-star, I felt it's appropriate to go ahead and give her the official review. And short answer, she's definitely a go. So let's go in and show you where I put her attributes and everything. We're gonna go ahead and touch down here. And here she is in all her glory. If you've been spending the time, if you were able to beat the campaign boards that she has, you get a whole lot of fragments the first time you beat them. And just doing that alone will really get you to about Legendary 3, separating the two events. You do the first event, you beat it, you'll get her like Legendary 1, maybe 2, and then the second time, obviously you can boost her on up to Legendary 3, and of course, you're collecting the free fragments throughout the month. So, I have her power at 6,218, where I allocated her legendary abilities. I started off with the Power Punch. The thing I loved about the Power Punch is that it gives you a 40% chance to strike twice. I'm a big fan of the ability to do multiple things within one move. So that was the first thing I wanted to do. I hit him, have a 40% chance to hit him again. After that, I moved down to the Earth Survivor. The legendary ability on that is a passive, and I like passive abilities. At the beginning of each turn, there's a 60% chance to gain death immunity, which is important, and I'll go into that in just a little bit why that's so important. If Power Girl has 4+ strength ups, equal chance to gain 20% overheal. I felt like the overheal was a necessity because she's not the biggest tank in the world. You know, she's not a Bane type character or a Cyborg Superman or a lot of these guys with tons of health. That's not her. And that kind of touches into what I wanted to go through a little bit later, is that she isn't a tank. So she's not a glass cannon the way I would classify, let's say, Black Adam or Cyborg, but she's definitely not a tank. So having that overheal I thought was an important feature to add. Next, I went to You're Dealing With Me. That's where I put her third point. 40% chance to use Power Punch on an attacker if Power Girl has 4+ strength ups. Now, I'm a huge fan of the ability of a character to attack another character upon being attacked. I think that's great. It adds an element of unpredictability to the game, and it makes the other player or the computer have to use some type of strategy when they're attacking you. They can't just try to kill you immediately. There is a chance she can strike back. I think that's a great attribute. And then finally, I was in a little bit of debate about this, but I put her final point in the Solar Charge, starting the battle with taunt and death immunity. The reason this was up in the air for me was because I wasn't sure, because she's not a tank, if I wanted her to immediately get attacked and spend the rest of the match kind of trying to rebuild her energy, or her health rather. And so that was kind of like, do I want to do that? Because she can't take a pounding anyway, and then she's gonna take a pounding. We're talking about PvP, of course, in the PvP ladder right off the gate. Now, the death immunity obviously means that she's still gonna make it to the next round, but she's gonna be able to be one-shotted by anybody at that point. So that was a gamble. So what I did to compensate for that, I'll show you in a little bit later on in this video. So those were where I put her 4 points. I have her at level 72, and her gear is level 10. I'm working on that level 11, trying to get it there, but I have to wait until the next bunch of gems I'm able to get in the monthly giveaways per day. and then I'll be able to go ahead and get her gear to 11. And her powers, as you already show, I have at mostly 8s and 7s. So, long story short, before I get into a battle, she hits hard. That's one of the things I like about her. She hits very hard. She has the ability to take care of herself. I'm a big fan of characters that can take care of themselves. And when I say that, you know, heal themselves or provide shields, things of that nature. So she's not just out there to be destroyed. The death immunities that she get are tremendous. So those can come at random points in the match too, and it kind of adds a little bit more strategy for your opponent. So what I think the best things about her are, going back to her power punch, she gains 2 strength ups. Okay, so you upgrade the legendary and she gains a 40% chance to strike twice. So upon her doing that, that's 4 strength ups. Let's go down to Earth Survivor, and then guess what? At 4 strength ups, she has the 60% chance to gain death immunity and overheal. Boom. So you do the power punch as your opening move, and if you hit it twice, she's automatically in position to gain the overheal. Or if you do her charge, which is 4 strength ups, you have the ability immediately to start gaining the health. That's the kind of stuff I like. Now, she doesn't keep the strength ups long. That's something that y'all should keep in mind. She only keeps them for 1 turn, and one of the abilities, she keeps it for 2. But so she doesn't keep these long. But while she has them, she's definitely able to do all of her abilities, and it really makes her a fun character to use. So, is she a go? Absolutely, I think so. I think she's definitely one you should add to your roster. I think she's definitely one you should spend your hard-earned ability points and, you know, your fragments and everything that's needed to upgrade these characters. I think you definitely should. She's one of the better ones, if not the best free character that I've gotten. My runner-ups to that would be Livewire. I think is a really great free character. I got her to Legendary 3, and Lobo, even though he's not a hard hitter, he's just such a distraction, and everybody hates Lobo. If you played on the PvP ladder, everybody hates Lobo, but everybody loves Lobo. So Lobo I have at Legendary 4, another good free character. And I'm kind of on the fence with wanting to like Aquaman. I can't really say I do. I've only got him to Legendary 1. I have the ability to upgrade him to 3. I just don't want to allocate the essence that's needed, the legendary essence, because I'm not sold on him at this point. Maybe some stuff will come along that, you know, will make him fit better in the team. But as it stands right now, Power Girl would be my number 1. So let's go and spend a moment looking at what she can do in battle with the 4 attributes that I've dedicated for her. All right, so we're just gonna pick the next person in line. And they have our boy Green Lantern. So let's go ahead and crank this up. My squad consists of, as you were able to see, I have Superman at 2-star, Deathstroke, which is just about in everybody's roster, and then Cyborg Superman. So I'm energy heavy. The reason I have my team like this is for this reason. She gained the death immunity, as you saw starting the match. I'm gonna put Superman to take some hits from her. Then I'm gonna do her special, which is the taunt. That's gonna give me the 4 strength ups. At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and fight Cyborg. Nothing major going on there. I do want to take out Zatanna because she's always a threat to do just that. I was hoping to silence her, but that didn't quite work out. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and, since somebody has invisibility, we're gonna go ahead and do that attack. Also had death immunity. That was a nice save for them. But I kind of have Superman tanking for her. So that's what I'm trying to use to help keep her alive is Superman tanking for her. Now, as you see, the purple above her is the overheal. She's sitting with the strength ups. Now here we go with the power punch. Boom. She struck twice, and you saw the second hit. Obviously you gained strength ups, so the second hit is gonna be harder. Then she's still stacking the strength ups. I love that attribute. So we're gonna go ahead, since our boy is invisible, Green Lantern over there, we're gonna go ahead and focus on Hal and get him on out of here. Maybe we will get lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and use her taunt. It's not really a reason to, besides me wanting to stack strength ups. And we're gonna see if we can finish him off. And finally finish our boy Green Arrow off. That last hit was 39,000. I don't know if y'all caught that. That was crazy. So she hits extremely hard. I think that's one of the things that I was a little leery about. I was like, okay, are they gonna make her really powerful? And at 4-star, as you saw, I'm at 6,000. She hits hard. She's very versatile. She has the ability to heal herself, to protect herself with the death immunities. She can taunt if you don't currently have a taunter in your roster. I think for a free character, you can't really go wrong with her. So my overall is definitely a huge thumbs up. And there she is in all her glory. If you don't have her on your team, or you're not really allocating a lot of time and resources to her, I would advise that you do, because she's a very strong character. She's not a tank, but some of the other elements she has can help her be able to survive the onslaught. And especially if you pair her with someone else who taunts, that's like a win-win. So that overall is my final assessment of Power Girl. 2 thumbs up. Definitely think you should spend some time playing with her. Play around with some different character combinations. The one that I think would probably work best, that I'm not using because my characters aren't high enough level at this point, would be Cheetah, who can give 2 strength ups as one of her moves, and also Wonder Woman, not Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman, but let me find her really quickly. This one, Champion of the Amazons. She also has a move that gives 2 strength ups. So if you tag those 2 in with Power Girl, who's getting her strength ups, and all her moves are activated from her having 4+, that could be a good combination for you to use. And then you spread it out some. You have Mystic as well. You know, as I showed you, I was very energy heavy with my crew. So that's my overall assessment. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Power Girl, what you think about different combinations of people that you can use with her are, and your overall assessment of how good she is as a free character. Give me your thoughts. Thanks.